Topsy Turkey is a Screen Gems Fantasies cartoon from 1948. This is directed by Sid Marcus and written by Cal Howard and David Monahan, with a voice cast including Dave Barry and Cal Howard. There were some good bits of animation, but I didn't really enjoy the cartoon. There was a pretty funny exchange between some moose at one point, and as I said, a couple of decent bits of animation where it was visually quite interesting, but in general, I found it to be just rather dull, and I also didn't love how it ended. So there will be some spoilers as I talk about what happened and explain what happens at the end and why I didn't particularly care for it. It's not that I hated it, but I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. So we have this Native American character who's hunting moose, and the character is not too bad. Native American characters in cartoons in the 40s are often really uncomfortably done. This one, it's not the worst that I've seen, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. And the actual concept of the Native American character looking for a moose, hunting moose, is fine. We then have the turkey, and the turkey is trying to get the Native American character, I'm just going to call him the protagonist from now on, the protagonist to hunt him, the turkey, instead of the moose, which I thought was an interesting concept. I can't think of another cartoon where a character has been trying to hunt one animal and the turkey is trying to get them to hunt him instead. So it was certainly very different compared to others that I've seen, but the actual events in this are rather dull. As I said though, some of the animation is okay. There's a bit where the turkey goes up a tree, and then at the top of the tree it takes on the shape of the turkey. It doesn't sound that interesting. It's maybe not, but I like that bit of animation. And as I mentioned before, there was quite a funny exchange between three moose. And I only wish they'd kind of done more with it, because the protagonist shouts the word moose at the turkey, trying to tell him to get out of the way, he just wants to hunt moose, and he screams the word moose. And then this moose appears and says, I heard somebody calling for me. And the moose says, I heard somebody calling moose. And then another moose appears and says, I heard somebody calling moose. And because he said moose, another moose has appeared. And I just wish they'd kind of panned to the right a little bit and then showed us a whole herd of moose, because I think that would have been entertaining, and I would have enjoyed that, because I did enjoy the exchange with the moose. But other than that, there wasn't really anything at all that I particularly enjoyed. And as I said, the ending I didn't care for. It ends with the turkey unzipping himself to reveal the protagonist inside, and then he unzipped the protagonist to reveal the turkey inside. I might be getting that the wrong way around. No, I think that's right. And I didn't care for it. I didn't like the direction it took. I didn't find it interesting. So unfortunately, there wasn't really much about this that I found to be appealing at all. Would I recommend it? If it sounds like it would appeal to you, if there's anything about this that you think is specifically interesting, specifically drawing you to it, then give it a watch. It's not terrible. It is watchable, but maybe not that enjoyable. But if you don't think there's anything about it that would specifically appeal to you, then I'd say you're probably not missing out on much if you decide not to watch it.